Hey folks, welcome. Terry here from Smooth's Workshop. Using my airbrush for a while now and just got a new one today, so I thought I would do a quick product review. Both products were bought from a Scottish company run by a guy called Martin. www.air-craft.net. I'm going to do two airbrushes. One I've been using for a month and a half. Iwata Revolution HP-CR. I got that from aircraft.net just around about Christmas time. That's my main airbrush, the one I've been using in all my videos. So I'm going to do a quick review of that one. And I got myself a slightly cheaper airbrush, so I can keep my good airbrush for my acrylics. This is also a good airbrush, but it's not as expensive as this one. My intention is to use that with my cellulose and lacquer paints. And this one is from Harder Steinbeck, and it is the Ultra 2-in-1. So first I'll get on with my Iwata HP-CR. Just put this to the side just now. Okay, so it comes in a little cardboard box. Nice artwork. Comes with a 0.5mm needle as standard. A 10cc cup with a cap. It's a gravity feed dual action airbrush. I'll explain that in a minute, but inside it does come with instructions and everything, but I have been using this. So it comes with a nice sticker and all the rest of it, but inside it's just a box. Okay, cardboard box. Come out the box, come out the box. Right, this is one of my first product reviews actually. Okay, so in the box, it also comes with this part here, but I've got it on a keyring because I use it a lot. You get the airbrush complete with the colour cup and the lid, a wee tube of super lube, and a little spanner for doing the needle. Okay, and it's a nice sturdy sort of foam stuff. So airbrush itself, okay, it has a 10mm colour cup, and it also has a cap, and since I spill paint a lot, that's really good. It's a gravity fed airbrush. The paint goes into the top, gravity pulls it down, and it mixes with the air. It's a two-stage airbrush, down for air and back for your paint. It's got a really nice action on it. It's got a nice grippy bit on the button as well. Only drawback with this one is it just comes with the standard airbrush fitting on it. So I had to purchase separately a quick release connector. It just goes on the bottom and allows me to swap airbrushes. A quick change. Okay, the rear of the airbrush unscrews, and inside you find there's an adjustment here. This adjustment is for the pull back pressure on the button itself. I found when I got it as new, love the airbrush, I took the tension up a little bit so I could just get the sweet spot. On the back, as per most airbrushes, that's your needle chuck, slacken that off so you can take the needle in and out. On the front, it's a two-part nozzle. You have the smaller part. But I like about this nozzle, okay, is there's no holes, serrations or anything on it. It's a solid round nozzle, okay. So when you want to mix in the cup, you just put your finger over the end and blow back through the airbrush. So yeah, comes with standard wee nozzle bit on the end, and there's your 0.5mm needle in there. Cleaning wise, some people find these brushes a bit awkward. I haven't had a problem with it at all. But the problem most people have with these brushes is you've got to be very careful when you're taking the needle out. The spanner goes onto this tiny little piece, and it's very easy to over tighten. So that's the only bit of due care you've got to do. But to be fair, I've had this for a month. I've used it an awful lot, and I've only had to do one full strip down for a clean, and it wasn't even all that dirty. But the reason for that is my general maintenance of the airbrush. I use, if I can just find it, between colour changes and giving it a good wash out and everything, and because I'm sticking with same brand of paint all the time, Tamiya acrylics or MIGs, they're alcohol based. I use Ultimate Modelling Products airbrush cleaner, and I'm finding that we're using this, and after I'm finished with the brush I put a couple of drops in the bottom. I'm not having to strip this down. I'm really not having to strip this down. It sprays beautifully, and although it's a 0.5 needle that's in it, I can even get quite a fine line and close-up detail work. Obviously you're not going to get as fine a line as a 0.2 or a smaller needle. There are different needles available for it. I'm quite happy with 0.5. Excuse me. 0.5 suits my needs. I can get fine detail if I go up close and turn the pressure down. I've found this brush will shoot anything between as low as 8 psi when I forget to turn my compressor on and still don't get any spatter. Up, and there's a primer that I'm going to get in, a Steenbeck primer. It's quite thick, because it's got a 0.5 needle. No bother with that at all. Turn the pressure up and Bob's your uncle. Cleaning wise, some people don't like the fact that you can't take the colour cup off. Haven't had an issue. Really haven't had an issue. I found it really easy to clean, and because I'm using Ultimate Airbrush Cleaner, I'm doing quick colour changes all the time, just making sure I flush it all through, and because I'm using this cleaner, I've only had to do one full strip down on this, and when I stripped it down there was hardly any paint on the main needle. A little bit at the tiny wee tip, I had a little bit of seepage of one of the paints was in the threads, but that came out relatively easily again with the airbrush cleaner. It's nice and weighty. I've got quite big hands. It's a lovely chrome finish. Oh jings, my phone and everything's going off here. It's lovely and weighty. I've got big hands, and I find absolutely no problem using this. I've no complaints about it whatsoever. It's quite an expensive airbrush. Martin at AircraftNet. I think I paid more for it when I got mine. I think there's a 10% off at the moment on it. He's retailing it at £91.99. That's including VAT. It doesn't include your shipping. And that's for this airbrush. And I always say buy the best airbrush you can afford. I love this. It's just flawless. Love it. Idiot proof. I'm new to airbrushing. Absolutely love it. What else can I say about this one? I just love it. So that's the Iwata Revolution CR gravity fed brush, and it is made by Iwata, and it is top quality. So I'm just going to put that to the side. Hopefully my review is making sense. So I really love that brush. Right, I'm going to start using some cellulose paints. I forgot to say about that other brush, it has got PTFE seals in it, so you can use cellulose paints in it. But I try and keep my paints separate, and I was going to go for a Neo, but I found out that the Neo, although it's a good entry level brush at about £50, the Iwata Neo, it's not actually made by Iwata. It's a Chinese make Neo, with Iwata guarantee in it. So I spoke to Martin, at Aircraft Net. He actually recommended slightly, well actually, I've had a look at it, I would say it's a much higher quality airbrush than the Neo, but also is a bit more expensive. Now you can get it just as the Ultra. The Ultra comes with a 2.5mm colour cup. These colour cups are removable, and it comes with, I'm just trying to remember, I think it's the 0.2 needle in it. You can get different size colour cups separately. You can get paint caps and all the rest of it. This is actually the 2-in-1, Ultra 2-in-1, and it tells you there it comes with 2 nozzle sets, one in the airbrush and one in a protective tube, 0.2 and 0.4, and you get a 2mm and a 5mm cup. So it comes in a cardboard sleeve, and in the sleeve are all the instructions, which are actually quite detailed about using it with photographs and everything and stuff like that. Cleaning instructions. This one also came with, I'm just trying to find it now. Oh, well organised there, aren't you? Oh, there it is. It came with a free DVD. So if you're going for a first brush, you can't go far wrong with the Ultra. It even gives you a DVD to help you get started along the way. And I don't know if Martin slipped this in as an extra, it actually came with it, a little lanyard as well. Yeah, so the Ultra comes in a plastic case, quite a sturdy plastic case. And I've opened it upside down. Yeah, okay Terry. Take 2. Action. Comes in a nice sturdy plastic case. Just a plastic flecky insert in it. Airbrush itself looks really, really nice quality. It comes with a quick release connector as standard. Okay, so thumbs up for that one. Back comes off quite easily. You've got your chuck there for releasing your needle. There's another little adjuster here. I'll need to read the instructions for it, but I'm pretty sure it's just to hold the body in for the trigger. Again, it's a gravity fed airbrush, 2-in-1, down for air, back for paint. Paul, I think he did a review on one of these, and we don't know if you're supposed to do this, but you can back off this nut a bit just to take the tension off, or the pressure off when you're pressing it. Don't know if that's what you're supposed to do with it. I think you probably aren't supposed to do it, but it does work. So yeah, similar back end to the Revolution. Harder Steinbeck, German company. You know what Germans are like for an engineer. I love the quality of the finish of the chrome and everything on this. Yeah, so the back comes off and reveals those parts. Now, 2 colour cups. Now, if you just get the ordinary Ultra at $59.99, you just get the wee 2.5mm colour cup in it. That's too small for my needs. That's why I went for the 2-in-1. You get a bigger 5mm colour cup. Now, I forgot, and actually didn't notice until I'd done all the checkout process, I like my caps. Unfortunately, the one off the Revolution doesn't fit the 5mm cup, but you can get a 5mm paint cup lid. It's only $4.99. It's an optional extra. They also do a nozzle cleaning tool and brush set for this for £13.98. So that's a couple of extras you get with it. What I was quite happy with is in the brush is a 0.2 needle and nozzle set. They also give you a 0.4. I'll probably use a 0.4 to be honest. So that comes with a 2-in-1. That doesn't come with the Ultra, that comes with a 2-in-1. The only thing I was, I wouldn't say disappointed, well, maybe a little bit disappointed in, is the nozzle end on this one has 3 holes. That's probably to aid the swirling and stop the paint gumming up and stuff like that. But I'm just thinking about how I'm going to do blowback on it. It's going to be a bit awkward. So I'm going to speak to Martin and see if I can get a pinch tip or a different end nozzle for my 0.4, and see if, I think it was Paul that said that it shares needles and nozzles with the Infinity. And if it does, he's got a pinch tip on his, which is basically, instead of having this shape of nozzle, it has a little bit along the bottom, a little bit along the top. And when you go to clean it, you can just pinch it. If you want to go blow back, you pinch it like that. So that's the only little thing that I'm disappointed about. If I want to blow back and mix in the cup, it's got these wee swirly nozzle things on. But the big advantage to all the Harder and Steinbeck airbrushes is the way they get stripped down for cleaning. Apart from you can take the colour cup off, it makes things really, really easy. The nozzle at the front, it comes off. Okay, there's the needle. There's no little spanner needs to go in and undo it or anything. And as with all airbrushes, if you've used them for paint, you take your truck out, always take them out from the front. Okay, never draw them out through the back. If you draw them out through the back when they've got paint on it, it'll damage the seals inside. So that's the 0.2 needle. I will be swapping that over for the 0.4. I'm not going to do it just now. I'm just going to show you the nozzle. Okay, that's the wee swirly nozzle, and there's the tiny little tip in there, and it's held in place by the nozzle cap. So there's no fiddling about with little spanners, no bits to break. That simply sits in there. It's got a little gasket on there. Do all your cleaning, screw that back into the airbrush like you so. Okay, and needle, carefully line it up, putting it back in, put it through the back, push it in gently till it touches, tighten up your truck. That is a lot quicker for cleaning than my Iwata Revolution. Quality wise, I would actually say it was on a par. I really like the chrome nickel plate, whatever it is. Very happy with my purchase, thanks Martin. Yet to try it in anger yet, but I think this is going to be a lovely little airbrush to use. So the only extras I'm going to get myself, I forgot to get the cap, so I'll get myself one of them. It's on a £5, and I'll see how I get on with cleaning this. I'll be using Ultimate Airbrush Cleaner on this as well, and see whether I need the cleaning tool and brush set. As I say, the cleaning tool and brush set's only £13.98, so if I was to get that and the cap at a £5, I'm looking at £20. You can get a whole range of needle sizes for this. If you go on the aircraft.net site, they do loads of different airbrushes, compressors, stuff. Go and have a look. I ordered this on, this is Saturday, I ordered this on Thursday evening. I just phoned them up to make sure he got the order through, and he says, sorry Terry, it's a bit late in the day to get it out tonight, but we'll get it out tomorrow, so Friday. So he shipped it on Friday. I got it Saturday morning. How's that for service? In stock, phone the guy, ask him for advice, tells you if you've got the money, go for this over the Neo and you'll be really happy with it, and I am. As I say, only gribble for me is it should really come with a colour cap as standard. and I'm not sure about this swirly nozzle. I can't remember seeing it in the picture, but it maybe was there. So a beautiful looking airbrush, and I'm really happy with my purchase. So thanks for advising me on the correct airbrush to get for a second airbrush, Martin. I've hunted high and low when I was researching for airbrushes, and I'm not going to name any names, but there's a popular modelling shop in city centre Edinburgh that's been there for a long time. When I was looking at Iwata Revolution, and they were wanting £200 for it. Aye, £200. There's 10% off the Iwata Revolution at the moment, so that's why it's up for £91.99. But I paid roughly £100 odd for it. Yeah, that model shop in Edinburgh was wanting £200, and I just found Martin's site really easy to navigate. So big thumbs up from me, Terry at Smooth Workshop. Been using the Iwata Revolution for just over a month. Love it. If you've not got the budget for a Revolution or the Harder Steinbeck, the higher up series like the Infinity and things like that, you're not going to go wrong with an Ultra. If you can afford the extra £20, I mean the Ultra's £59.99 plus shipping. If you can afford the extra £20, you get the extra colour cup and you get the extra needle and nozzle set. I think if you buy them separately, they're a lot more expensive. So if you can afford the £80, you're going to get a damn good starter airbrush. So that's about it for me. So nice wee product review there. Really happy with my purchases. Again, Martin at Aircraft.net. That's his business card up there. I always have it sitting up there. Gives me good service, so there we go. Aye, so if you're looking for an airbrush, either of the two that I've just reviewed for novices, I had an airbrush before Christmas. I found the Revolution really easy to use. I think this is going to be along the same lines. Once I've actually used it, I might update a review later on, but I'm going to keep this for my cellulose and my Revolution for my acrylics. Go along to aircraft.net, either on the website or give Martin a phone. Just ask him for advice. You know, this is how much money I've got. What can I get in that money range? Explain what you're going to be using the airbrush for. Top guy, top service. One day from order and it's here. So that's the end of this review. Thanks very much for watching. Terry from Smooth Workshop. See you later. Toodaloo.